Hello everyone, welcome to the session on data visualization using Matplotlib. I am Kanchan Khedikar, working as an assistant professor in computer science and engineering at Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Let us see learning outcomes. At the end of this session, student will be able to describe data visualization with its components and also understand the process of creating charts using Matplotlib library. So, let me start with the data visualization. Data visualization is a concept of graphical representation of a data or information using visual elements like graphs, charts and maps. It helps in understanding the patterns, trends and outliers in the data, and it makes the data easily understandable and explainable. A huge chunk of complex data can be easily understood using data visualization. In data visualization, plot is a basic structure for the graphical representation of a data. So, let us see plot first. So, what is plot? A plot is a basic visualization element that helps to visualize the data. To visualize plot the data or to visualize a data in the form of plots, it requires the figure and axis objects. So, let us see figure and axis object. Figure is the top level container that acts as a window or a page on which the everything is drawn. We can say that the grid of a page is nothing but the figure. It can obtain multiple independent subplots, multiple axes, title and a legend. So, a grid or a canvas is nothing but the figure. Let us see axis. The axes are the area on which the data is plotted. It can have the label or tick associated with axis. There can be multiple axes in a figure, but a given axis object can only be in a one figure. So, look at here, there are two diagrams. It shows a single axis in a figure. So, there is only single axis in this figure. So, this is a grid area where we can draw our plots. Now, this is a multiple axis figure. So, there are total 4 subplots are shown 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, let me explain you the plots in detail. A plot comprises the several elements such as title, labels, axis and the legend, and that adds the more meaning to data visualization. So, let us see, this is a line chart. Now, in this line chart so many things are shown. So, let us see what is the title, what is the label, axis and legend in this line chart. Look at here, the title of the plot. The title is the name of the plot, and by default the title will be on the middle or the top center of the plot. Then look at here, this is the label. The label are used to name the x and y axis with appropriate name respectively. So, you can see here, you can give the label here on x axis, also another label for the y axis. Now, these are the axes. So, this is the horizontal axis and this is the vertical axis. So, here y axis is a vertical axis and the x axis is the horizontal axis. So, look at here what actually a axis is. This consists of the x and y axis which provides the horizontal and vertical coordinates of the data points. And the legend. Legend is a set of key value pair that contain the list of the plot and their respective label. So, look at here, in this graph there are two lines, one shows the green, line 1 in a green color and the line 2 is in red color. So, this legend shows the label of each and every line. So, this is known as a legend. Legend can be shown in any corner of the figure. Now, to plot these various chart, we have different Python libraries. So, look at here, there are the various Python visualization libraries like Seaborn, Bokeh, Wispy, Matplotlib, Pygel, Folium and NetworkX. Now, in today's video, we are mainly focused on Matplotlib. So, let us see what actually a Matplotlib is. It is a very popular Python library used for data visualization, developed for initiating the plotting capability of Matplotlib or MATLAB. Matplotlib.pyplot is used for two-dimensional graphics in Python programming. It can be used in Python shell, scripts, web application servers and other graphical user interface toolkit. So, the Python shell, that means for example, will run the program in Jupyter notebook or in a Spider. So, that is what our Python shell. We can also write a scripting language, so that is known as script, and the web application server, that is the client server like Colab, Google Colab. So, we can run the Matplotlib or the Python program using web application server. Now, let us see the advantages of using the Matplotlib. A first very important advantage, that is Matplotlib is an open source library that aids in graphs plotting. So, it is a freeware. It is a platform independent and can be run on Windows, Mac operating system as well as Linux operating system. Provides the high quality graphics and plot to print and view a range of various graphs. So, these are the main advantages of Matplotlib. So, let us see the steps to create a plot. So, there are total 4 steps. First, we need to import the required libraries to draw a plot. Second step is define or import the required data set on for which data we have to plot the graphs, and then step 3 is set the plot parameter. We need to set the parameters for plot, any kind of plot. There are different kind of plots like bar chart, scatter plot, then pie chart. So, we can set the parameters for that plot, then we need to display the created plot. So, let us start with the first step, that is import the required libraries. So, here 2 libraries are imported. The first one is matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So, look at here, PLT is the standard alias used for pyplot module of Matplotlib. The second one is Matplotlib import style. So, here this is a style for grid. So, this style set the grid style for creating the graph window, and the third one is %matplotlib inline. So, to display or to view the plot on the Jupyter notebook, we need to import this, that is %matplotlib inline. Okay. So, this is importing of required libraries. Now, let us see the second step, that is define or import the required data set. So, for example, suppose we have to show or we have to import some data. Here I have taken one example of a leading global organization who wants to know how many people visit its website in a particular time. Okay. So, this analysis help in control and monitor the website traffic to that organization. So, here by using 2 ways we can import the data set. The first example 1 is what? Look at here. Here I have imported the data set, or here I have defined the parameters or defined the data for web customers. So, these many web customers and these many web customers access the net for this time. Okay. So, this is what defining the data, and the example second shows importing the file. So, we can import XLS file or the CSV file. So, here web underscore traffic underscore data.csv file is imported as a data frame here in pandas. So, we can define the data, we can import the required data set. Step 3, it set the plot parameter. Okay. So, the plot function is used to draw the points in a diagram. By default, the plot function draws a line from point to point. So, there are several plotting parameters. Let us see. Here following steps were followed because we need to define the x-axis and corresponding y-axis value as a list. We can plot them on a canvas using .plot function. We can give a name to x-axis and y-axis using .xlabel and ylabel function, and we can give the title to our plot using .title function. So, let us see. And the fourth step is remain, that fourth step is display the created plot by using .show function. So, look at here, this is the single plot. Here I have imported the file at matplotlib and the style. Then here two lists are taken, that is web customer and the time hour. Here set the style as a ggplot, that is graphics for a graph. Then the plot function which shows the time hours and web customer, and these are the parameters, that is dot title, dot x label and dot y label. So with this code we can show this particular line chart. Okay. So this line chart we can also show, we can also change the style of the line chart. So in this code here I have given the C equal to B, that means the color equal to blue and the line style equal to dash dash. So if I run this, it will gives me this line chart. Okay, we can say that the dash line chart. Now pause the video and write down the answer of this question. Which of the following libraries need to be imported to display the plot on Jupyter Notebook? It is a percentage Matplotlib, or B, or C, or D, and the answer is percentage Matplotlib inline, which is used to display the plot on the Jupyter Notebook. Now let us see another concept, that is the multiple plot. So look at here, to draw a multiple lines on a single figure, what we need to do. So here we have defined the three different data sets. So for example, here the website traffic data. So if the organization want to know the number of user access the website on a particular day, so on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I have taken the data, here the data is defined, that is a web traffic data. Now look at here, for each day I have provided the color, different color. So for Monday there is a red color, then for Tuesday green color, and for Wednesday there is a blue color. Okay, and the line widths are different. So here I will show you the graph, that is the multiple plot. So multiple lines are shown, whereas the legend is shown here. So red line indicates the Monday traffic, green line indicates the Tuesday traffic, and the blue line indicates the Wednesday traffic. So in this video we have seen how to draw a line chart using Matplotlib library. These are the references. Thank you.